So there's a couple of things I'm gonna go over really quick, and it's like the first thing I want to say. I think maybe I'll make two videos because it's like even though this is like basically like no, because this is important. This part is important, but it's because of the other thing that I'm remembering, or maybe not. I don't even know. It's just the fact that the two things are so interwoven with one another, although they're separate. So the first thing that I'm going to say is that it's like I'm thinking of that whole car crushing situation, and it's like and that would be like that would be like spirit wise, like oh man, I'd have to, I'd have to find the two little spirits, and because that was a really really interesting thing that so yesterday I was rushing making little minute-long videos of this, and I found it, for the most part, I wasn't catching how much I was laughing on the little minute-long videos. So, as I'm going back over that in my head just one more time or so, but it was after this that it was like, oh, those memories freed up. It was like, wow, I do remember that now. It's like, or maybe it was just because I was rushing through explaining, and so let me start this over. So first, because of whatever reason, whether it was the marks on my hands, because I know I was so little, I was so little, and I don't know if I was like, I don't even think I was like, I mean, I'm thinking, I guess it could have been second grade, but how old are you in second grade, man? That's like 6? So, maybe it was. I know my dad turned around to me and was like, yo, it's like, we're going to go on a ride, Anthony. And I'm like, oh, okay, Dad, it's like, it's not like, it's like, it's not really like, so the point being is that it's like, but then he's like, you're not going to see Mom no more. And I was like, what do you mean I'm not going to see Mom no more? I don't want to not see Mom no more. What's going on? He's like, oh, don't worry. He's like, well, maybe. I don't know. It's just right now, he's like, you're not going to see Mom no more. We're going to go on a ride and blah, blah, blah. And we get into this other car, and we're sitting in the other car, and he's like, we're going on a ride. He's like, whatever happens, don't get scared, okay? Now, this is where this other part of this memory, I mean, maybe it was there yesterday, and I just wasn't, because I was just trying to rush the video to get these little minute-long clips to go up onto Instagram, and it's like, as we're sitting there, it's like all of a sudden, poof, we get picked up. Pretty sure we got picked up. Like, the bottom line is that, you know what, the next thing I knew, we were inside the car crusher. That I know for sure. Okay? So now we're inside the car crusher. And, like, there's voices from a distance of people. But then, and, my father takes, I don't know if that happened before or after. I'm rushing this story in a little bit because I don't want to forget what was important. So my father pricks his hand and starts wiping blood all over the place, and I'm wiping blood all over the place. He pricks my hand, and he's like, wipe your hand here and wipe your hand. Now, that's where it gets interesting, because it's not like something bit me, But I'm wondering, it's like because that was the point. It was like, it's like those started because they tasted my blood. Those two little voices were able to communicate with me. Now this is why I'm saying this is like, it's like I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't, because I really shouldn't be saying shit like this, and at the same time, like, this is very, very important, okay, for people to know that need to know this, okay. Now, obviously, what was happening was they were trying to get me to some place where they could have me basically disappear from the whole situation. And it's like, that's the point. It's like my father was sitting inside the car crusher with me. Okay, let's make that perfectly clear. Now, those two little voices start talking, and they're like, "Hey, what's up, kid?" Blah 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 blah, whatever. And it was like, I remember specific things, and I don't have time to like reminisce and go back and like remember every angle of every freaking, because I could. Don't fucking test me. I swear to fucking God, I'm tired of this bullshit, okay? This is the bottom line here, period, okay? And there's a very important part of this. So the point being is, as funny as it was, like, I wasn't, so it was like, "Oh, hey, kid, you're going on a ride, you're going to," it's like, "Hey, Jabron," I remember them saying, it was like, "Hey, Jabron," and it was like, "Oh, that's a little kid, man." Oh, it's like, "Oh, we don't hurt little kids." It's like, some of us do, and I remember that. But not us, Jabron. It's like, that's a little kid in there, man. It's like, it's like, yo, and that's where it was like these two voices were having an argument. And, it's like, "Kill a little kid. What are you talking about?" And then my father, he starts hearing me talk. And he starts saying, "Oh, here we go." He's like, "Leave him alone, blah, blah, blah. Anthony, stop listening, blah, blah, blah." But now here's the part that's really intense, okay? The bottom line is that amongst the jokes that these two voices were saying back and forth, this whole conversation, and it was funny, and it was like, but then it was like, "Oh, little kid, oh, hello, little kid, you're gonna die, little kid." And that's when I started to freak out. But then my father's telling me, "Anthony, calm down," so I'm calming down, and then I'm freaking, because they're like, "Oh no, Jabron," they're like, "Yo, they're gonna kill the kid, they're gonna kill him." Now I gotta fucking say that I did hear, at that point, it's like, I remember hearing the commotion over the top or around about the car crusher. Now, I don't know if my father heard the same things that I was hearing, and this is separate than the two voices that was speaking. Okay? This was other voices from further away from where the two voices were speaking to me. Okay? Fuck this. They're gonna throw me in a fucking... fuck that. I'll kill him. I'll fucking kill him. Fuck this. Because this is important, and this is why this is not this is not okay. Like, I'm damned if I do, and I'm damned if I don't. Now, that situation was to just get me the fuck away from a situation, which, yes, my family was trying to keep me safe. Yes, this happened. Yes, that happened. But you know what? If it wasn't for, I think, those two voices, because once those two voices, because they were overhearing what the other ones were saying too, and it was like, "Where are you guys? I don't see yous. I don't see yous." They're like, "We're right here, Jabron. We're right here. You can't see us. We're small, blah, blah, blah." But it was, and the jokes, but I take it as jokes, but it's not. But then the voices from outside the fucking, in other words, that was inside the situation. Outside the situation, which meaning outside the car crusher, there were other voices. Now, that's when, and I heard it just as well as the two voices speaking to me. That's when I heard, "Well, why don't we just fully kill him?" Now that's the whole point. Like, we'll just say that this and that, and we'll just, you know, and it's like, and that's when the two voices started to freak out. They were like, no, they're really going to kill you. They're really going to kill him. You need to get him out of this now, blah, blah, blah. And it was like, my father started to freak out. Now, no shit, it's like my father freaking, like, I mean, like, literally the car was so crushed at that point. I was basically, like, on top, like, I was, like, basically, me and my dad were, like, right there. The freaking, the fucking seat popped, and fucking metal was in my fucking father's leg, okay? Now, that's the whole point. It's like, I remember hearing that from the outside of that container. Those two little voices that were speaking like Spanish, okay? Those two little voices heard the same freaking thing. Because they were the ones that said, they're really going to kill him. They're really going to kill you. They're gonna, you know, like, we need to stop. They were even saying, we need to stop this. Like, it was fucked up, okay? And to anybody who's understanding spiritually wise or whatever, and it was like, you know, it's one thing to try to get me away from the situation. It was another thing for them to act. So I started freaking out, screaming and yelling and fucking, and then that brought other people to the fucking situation, which then fucking, that whole situation was fucked up, and it was because of me screaming and yelling. Total fucking to blame. But you want to know something? Those two voices heard the other voices outside the fucking thing, and they were saying the same thing. That's why I'm saying they really were going to fucking, they really were planning to fucking like, I'm not saying everybody that was involved in that situation trying to get me to some fucking place safe. It was somebody outside there that was literally going to fucking crush that car with me and my father in it. Completely fucking crush that car. And I thank those two little voices. Motherfuckers. Yo, I am so fucking pissed off right now. I am so fucking pissed off right now that I am remembering that was not supposed to fucking go down the way that it started to go down. And if it would have went down any further than my fucking screaming and yelling at that point, more than likely me and my father would have been dead. Okay? And I thank those little voices that were there, that freaking, you know, it's like I got tears in my eyes, and it's like those two little voices, like, that's where I'm saying it's like later on they were still telling jokes. Why they were fucking, oh my god. Wow, man. And then the one said, oh no, something, and he got pissed off at the at the very end, right before, I remember the one getting pissed off at the other one for the cheeseburger thing. And he said, oh, I'm not talking to you, jabron. And then freaking, as the car still, you know, this was all happening all at the same, you know, that's why I'm not going word for word, right? This, you know, it's just the freaking, just somehow, some way, the freaking metal popped and crushed the one voice, supposedly, okay? Oh my god. It's like, I don't hear my brother no more. So fucking, oh my god. Oh my god, this is so fucked up. And that's why I'm saying it's like a few days after that. I would say maybe like 3 weeks later, like, I was playing out on my front lawn, and these two same voices came back, and I was like, well, where are you guys? Where are you guys? I'm not supposed to talk to you guys no more. Oh my god. Something. It's like, we're right here, jabron. It's like, look down. My brother's on your arm. And I looked down, and there was like a firefly. I think it was a firefly. I reacted so quick, and I slapped him, and I killed him. And he was like, oh, you just killed my brother, jabron. He's like, I'm mad at you now. It's like, I thought you said you... Oh, man, it's like, don't worry, jabron, it will be okay, man. We don't like you now, though. It's like, you know, it's fucked up. that's a story, man. And that was the main point of the story, is that, you know what, it's like, that was to make it only look like I had died in a car crusher. And yet there was somebody there, that was definitely somebody there that was saying, just, you know, who's gonna know, you know, they're gonna be mad at us, but they'll also be not mad at us. It's like, you know, blah, blah, blah. It's like it's almost crushed. They'll, you know, it's like, you know, just hit the lever and just let it go. Like, you know, hit the button, fucking, you know, in other words, just let it go. Just let it go. Just let it go. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, man. Even those two little voices, they're right there, and I don't say little voice. They were not kids' voices, you know. They heard the same fucking thing. They were like, they're gonna kill you. They're gonna kill you. That's what I'm saying. It's like, you know what? It's like I don't know what to think anymore, man. I really don't. I don't know what to think anymore, man. But that's why that's important. That's because there was people that weren't planning on fucking killing me. That was just to get me the fuck away from a crazy fucking situation, that trying to put a stop to a crazy situation and maybe a more fucking peaceful solution down the fucking road. But that was not fucking, wow, man. That's what I'm saying. It's like, don't tell me, like, you know, like, there was people there that's like, you know, around that situation, and I'm pretty sure it was the math equation, man. That's fucking, this is bullshit. This is fucking bullshit. So, that's what I wanted to say, and if those two ever hear this video, it's like, you know, I hope you know, thank you. And it's like, you know, it's like, I do remember. It's like, and I do remember fucking, you know, that's why I'm saying, because I thought I was hearing that, and then I'm telling my father, they those two were like, you know, they're really going to kill him, Jabron. They're going to kill him. You know, they're going to kill you guys. Yo, man, like, it was for real, like, you know, because I mean, it was there, it was happening. So that's why I'm saying thank you to those two voices. I don't even remember their names, honestly. If they did give me their names, I didn't remember their names. I don't even think they had names. That's the whole thing. I think that's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, I call him this and I call him this. You know, it's like, that's it. You know, it's like, but they didn't have... So that's what I want to say. And I want to say thank you. At the same time, I don't know what else to say. I'm saying this because, you know, it's like... That's what I'm saying. It's like that situation was to keep me safe, not put me in fucking danger. Death. Not obviously not death, you know? And that was, that's why. It's like something else. I get some stupid stuff, and it's like, oh, look at this. It's like, you know, like, oh, I've heard these words before. I'm like, oh, and this is a different situation. It's like, oh, I've heard these words before. Where the fuck have I heard these words before? And then, you know, like 2 hours later, I'm scrolling, and I'm like, oh, get the fuck out. I mean, the minute I seen it, I was like, wait a minute, I've seen that place. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me, right? So, you know, it's like, it just started making me remember the whole, like, you know, the whole... I mean, honestly, it's like, I guess I was thinking of the two things at the same time, but I mean, and I was thinking of that beforehand, actually, but just... That's what I'm saying. It's like, there's no doubt. There's definitely no doubt that that's, you know. That's why I'm saying it's like I'm gonna stop this here because now I'm just saying it's because I don't know if I want to even bring up the other thing at this point. I just saying so.